DreAllday.com.
And this morning we're talking about the things that you have not mastered. And I actually heard someone say once, actually heard my lady say once, anything that you have not mastered will have mastery over you. Any one of my TED Talks, the next video comes out, you'll see it on my website. It'll be right there on the front page. So if you don't see it, it ain't out yet. What's going on, Miami? Hello to you too, Milton. Good morning. She said, anything you have not mastered will have mastery over you. So what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to tell you how you can observe what you have not mastered yet in your life, because anything you haven't mastered, and I'm not necessarily talking about a specific skill, I'm talking about you as a person, your people skills, your soft skills, the intangible skills. So anything that you have not mastered and you not having mastery over it is going to have control over you in your life, because you haven't taken control of it yourself. So I'm going to tell you how you can point those things out, how you can identify them, and then what to do about it. Number one thing you have to ask yourself is this. You have to know, first of all, you have to know yourself, and you have to know your weaknesses. That's number one. Know yourself and know what you are not good at. Know what your weaknesses are. And you don't know your weaknesses so you can announce it to other people, or so other people can tell you, yeah, that's a weakness, or no, it's not. You need to know yourself. That's why I say know yourself, not other people know you. You know yourself. So you know what your strengths are, know what your weaknesses are, so that you know what you need to work on. So you know what you need to get better at. If you don't know yourself, then you shouldn't be studying anybody else. You shouldn't be studying animals or science or basketball games. You need to study yourself until you know yourself really well, because you should know yourself better than you know anybody else or anything else outside of you. So know yourself, number one. That's the first way you can start to know what you need to get better at. Because if you don't know yourself, then you can't take control of any other situation, because you don't even know what you're capable of. You don't know yourself. So that's number one. Number two thing is watch yourself when you're in a challenging situation. Any type of challenging situation, a crisis situation, when the pressure is on, or maybe when the pressure's on everybody else and they're feeling that pressure, that type of energy, how are you responding in that situation? How are you addressing the situation? What's your energy like? Are people looking to you for solutions? Are people avoiding you? Are people ignoring you? Are people listening to you, following you, not following you? Ask yourself that question. What kind of response do you have in a challenging situation? And number three thing, ask yourself this: what challenges, what problems, what situations keep happening over and over and over again in your life? What challenge do you always find yourself in? What do you ever find yourself in a situation you're like, damn, why does this keep happening to me? Why every year I go through this period? Why every month something like this happens? Why every team I join or every job I get, I end up running into this exact same situation? Ask yourself that question. Why do I keep having this same problem? And whatever that is, there's a seed in there of something that's telling you about yourself. Going back to point number one, knowing yourself, there's something in there, some reason why that keeps happening with you or to you all the time. You keep getting that same situation over and over and over again. There's something about you that's leading to that situation. Might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, but you need to find out what it is. That goes back to point number one. So let me recap. Number 3 points. Number 1 point is you must know yourself. You must know yourself more than you know anybody else. Like, I know you like watching basketball, you know all Kyrie Irving's moves, you know what Steph Curry did, you know how many points LeBron James had 3 years ago. You need to know yourself just as well as you know those guys. Actually, you need to know yourself 10 times better than you know what anybody else is doing, so that you know your weaknesses and you know what you can work on. Number 2, examine yourself when you're in a challenging situation or a pressure situation or any situation where you're dealing with other people. Are people responding to you? Are they coming to you? Are they ignoring you? Are they looking to you for advice? What type of response do you have in a pressure situation? That'll tell you a lot about yourself, because when we're challenged, we find out more about ourselves than when everything is calm and relaxed and normal. You understand? And number 3, what problems, what situations, what circumstances always seem to keep happening to you over and over and over again? And then you need to examine that. Ask yourself, why does that keep happening? There's a seed of something in there that will tell you a lot about yourself, and that goes right back to point number 1 of knowing yourself. Everybody, my name's Dre Baldwin. I saw some questions coming in. I'll take a couple questions if you post them now. What's up, Alicia? 25, 45 from 3. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, my name is Dre Baldwin. I'm from Philadelphia. This is not Philadelphia you're looking at. Ain't no palm trees in Philly. But I live in South Florida now. Professional athlete, professional speaker. Basketball was a sport. I've done 3 TED Talks. You can see them on my website. The link is in my Periscope bio. I got a podcast called Work on Your Game. The link, again, to my website will take you there. I'm on all your social media. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on, what's the other things? Whatever. I'm on all of those. Again, the link to my website will give you links to all of that. If you want to contact me directly, email, all of that stuff is on my website. How do we address that thing we keep doing? Then you need to look at the programs on my website. I got 3 programs on my website that will help you address it. How do you prove yourself in employment? If you missed the rest of that question, post that one more time. Do I do personal coaching? Absolutely, Berta, I do. personally coach people and consult people? Absolutely. Have I seen the 10,000 hour series by Ball is Life? Not really. I don't really watch YouTube videos. I don't watch other people's YouTube videos, hardly ever. But anyway, what else was I saying? Podcasts, I mentioned online coaching, personal consultancy. How do you block out people talking trash on the court? I got a video on YouTube talking about that. How do you prove your skills to an employer if you have no job experience? I've done videos about that. That's on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, just look up my name, Dre Baldwin. I have addressed that in detail. How to get yourself a job if you have no actual job experience, and how you can actually create business for yourself even without getting a job, period. So anything else that I didn't mention, TED Talks I mentioned, my podcast I mentioned, my YouTube channel, I've written books. My books are on Amazon and they're on iBooks. My latest book is called Dre Philosophy Volume 0. It is 770 pages long. 770 pages. We got physical and digital copies. You can get those on Amazon or iBooks. What can I do to know myself better? How can I get higher self-awareness? That's a great question. You need to take a look at my course on my website called Bulletproof Mindset. That's at DreAllday/bulletproof. Again, just go to DreAllday.com. There's a link to my online courses. You can see the course outline. You can see everything that's in the course, and you can sign up for it. Mind over body, true or false? What do you think? Am I self-published? Yes, I am. Russia, Salam, Alaikum. What does networking mean? Look it up. Grab a dictionary. Bulletproof Mindset. Yes, that's on my website. Again, everything is linked on my website. My podcast is on there, so if you listen to podcasts, or even if you don't, start listening to it. Listen to mine. I'm on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. My Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. Don't try to remember all the stuff I'm saying. Just click the link that'll take you to my website, and you can see everything you need to know. Any way you want to reach me is all right there. Y'all have a great, how do I build an audience? Do something that's worth people's attention. Audience means they're paying attention. If you ain't doing nothing worth people's attention, then you can't build an audience. So you have to figure out what that is. And that is also something I've talked about. I'm going to do webinars on that. More webinars on branding will be coming up very, very, very soon. No later than this summer. So everybody, y'all have a great day, great Thursday. This is Dre Baldwin. And as I like to say all the time, work on your game. DreAllday.com. What could you not do with more confidence? Less attention to the negativity of other people, more focus on your goals than nothing else, and not letting unfortunate circumstances slow you down. Would all of those help you out? Well, go to DreAllday.com/bulletproof. Check out my new 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset. Get started, and I'll see you over there. Work on your game. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known. Getting the exposure you want and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game. Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I'm ballin'. I feel like Dre